So this time, we'll cover Njord and Freyr, two Nordic gods. Njord was the god of the sea, wind, and wealth, and he was also a Vanir deity, associated with safe voyages, bountiful harvests, and prosperity. He controlled the winds and seas, enabling safe passage for sailors and ensuring fertile ground for agriculture. His role as a Vanir god placed him in opposition to the Aesir during the Aesir-Vanir War, as the two groups represented different divine values and origins for the most part. After the war, Njord was exchanged as a hostage to the Aesir, integrating the Vanir into the broader Norse pantheon. He was especially revered by coastal and seafaring communities in Scandinavia, reflecting how important maritime life in early Norse culture was, as it's always kind of been throughout most of its history. Freyr, not Freya, on the other hand, was a god of fertility, sunshine, peace, and prosperity. He was also a Vanir deity and son of Njord and the giantess Skadi. He was also the brother of Freya, and he ruled over Alfheim, which was the home of the elves. He would bring in an abundance to the earth, he would control the weather, and also ensured the growth of crops and livestock. As a Vanir god, Freyr was part of the divine conflict with the Aesir, and his later role in the prophecy of Ragnarok, where he battles the fire giant Surt, adding to his mythic tension. After that war, however, Freyr remained with the Aesir and became one of the most beloved gods associated with peace and fertility. Now, they were father and son, both Vanir gods again, sharing domains of fertility, abundance, and the natural world. However, they differed in their roles. Njord as the provider of safe passage, and Freyr as the bringer of peace and growth. Their shared identity as Vanir deities led to their integration into the Aesir pantheon, resolving this divine conflict through unity and mutual recognition. They were also deeply intertwined not only by their shared Vanir heritage, but also by their complementary roles in the natural and spiritual world. Njord was a powerful figure whose dominion over the waters ensures safe passage for sailors and prosperous trade, while also symbolizing the life-giving and destructive forces of the ocean. As a Vanir deity, he represents a more ancient, earth-centered divine order, focused on fertility, abundance, and the rhythms of nature distinct from the Aesir warrior's ethos. Now, his son Freyr inherits and expands upon his legacy, becoming a god of fertility, sunshine, peace, and agricultural prosperity. While Njord governs the vast and unpredictable sea and the winds that carry ships across it, Freyr embodies the warmth of the sun and the fertility of the land, bringing the growth and harmony and, peace that's normally associated with that. Together, they represent a vital balance, the sea that nourishes and the land that flourishes, the unseen forces of the wind and the visible bounty of the harvest. Now, their relationship is most dramatically, seen in the aftermath of the war, a conflict born from the division between the two divine families of Aesir and Vanir. And after years of bloody warfare, the gods realize that neither side can claim total victory, and a peace agreement is then forged. As part of the settlement, Njord and Freyr are sent to the Aesir as hostages and symbols of unity and reconciliation. Though they were once part of a separate pantheon, Their integration into the Aesir's realm is a pivotal moment in Norse cosmology, where the nurturing, life-sustaining forces of the Vanir are accepted and honored within the broader divine order. Pretty neato, huh? I actually didn't know too much about these two gods before, since I didn't quite remember them being a thing before I re-researched them. It had been quite a while since I had brushed up on their specific involvement in the pantheons and the mythology, but learning about their dynamic and purpose was pretty cool. Still, did you have fun? I'm glad. You're always so attentive after all. Still, I wonder what will come next time. I guess I'll keep you in suspense until then, my little pupil.